Hey everybody, it's Jess, and today I'm going to be continuing playing Actual Sunlight. I know I tried to get it all done at once, but I was really tired last time I was playing, so I didn't actually get to finish playing. But yeah, we're gonna finish this today. I'm not as tired today, so we should be okay. Alright, so I'm gonna turn the volume back up, and then we're gonna get back into it. I believe I was at work. I forget the character's name right now. It's been like 2 weeks since I've had a chance to record. So, yeah, I believe we were at work talking to some people. So we're gonna turn that back up and continue. Alright. Okay, so that's me, work. Yes. Alright, patient transcript, Evan Winter. Evan. Okay. You talk about depression, but it doesn't seem to affect your ability to work an 8-hour day. I treat people who can't even get out of bed. It's a very real thing. Yeah. There's something about being around people who aren't fucked up that makes me a different person, I guess. Maybe I feel like looking weak in front of normal people is the saddest thing that anyone could possibly do. So what changes when you leave? Well, there's nobody around, I guess. And what happens then? I don't know. I find myself at stupid places, doing stupid things. Are you saying you have no memory of how you get there? No. I remember how. I just never remember why. Very interesting. Sure. Stupid game. Even though I literally just did. Alright. We're at a new location. TV. I already have a words. I already have a TV that I barely even use to actually watch TV. Why is this so loud in my ears right now? Gosh. That being said, I can't believe how far the plasmas have come. I could get one of these and maybe getting cable would be worth it. Or downloading everything. I'm having to pay for all of these streaming services. I want to write for television anyways, right? So I should be watching more television. $4,000, so that's crazy. I can't. How? Clothing. I guess we're at the store right now. No, I really like clothes. It's too bad none of them fit me, but maybe buying some things I actually would want to wear would motivate me to lose weight. It never does. Don't do it. Never does. Or the thing where it's like, oh, I'm gonna keep this this shirt or these pants or whatever that I really like in hopes that I fit into them again. Yeah, don't do it. They're just going to sit in the back of your closet and do nothing for all eternity. Probably exactly the thing I need to do. You can't say it doesn't make perfect sense. I don't want it to be this way. It seems like being even more this way is the only way to stop being like it. That was a tongue twister. ATM. Ooh. If I really want something, I can afford it. If I really do want it. In the end, what's wrong with being in debt when you're somebody like me? It's not like I'm going to have to work for the rest of my life anyway. It's not like retirement is even going to be a thing that still exists by the time I would be retiring. Feel that. It's not like my body, my mind, body, typo, isn't already completely falling apart. Or like, I'm not going to be dead in 15 or 20 years anyways. I'm feeling attacked again. Yeah. As somebody who works a very physical job, yeah, my body's falling apart. It's not like anybody else is affected by what I do to myself anyway. So what if I want to buy things? So what if it makes me feel better? Alright. Junk. This is stupid. Why am I here? Why did I do this? More junk. Okay. genres that any of these new games are in. I guess the reviews for some of them are pretty good, though. Buy video games? Yeah, sure, why not? This will be the last time. I don't even like these things anymore. All of them are practically identical to me at this point. Not feeling that. This is my hobby. This will be the last time. Oh, I didn't finish looking at everything. And we're back here again. We're gonna go sit. Alright, we're gonna go sit at the edge. Turn the headphones up and wait. Yes. Nobody here. Apartment. Okay. When do you feel the absolute lowest? The moment I walk in the door. No question. Ow. My foot's falling asleep. Why do you think that is? Because I'm sitting in a weird position. I'm sorry. Well, I feel worse off when you get home than at any other time. You know, I think our generation is growing up and going down. It's not just in my imagination that things are getting worse. We should all be in a period of our lives where we're building and learning and doing new things, coming into our own as professionals, making more money. And look, we've talked about all this before. Okay, I don't know. I guess it all feels the same. Day in and day out. Except you know that in some way you're falling apart. Well, who isn't? Oh, God. Whew. You know. It isn't like I never tried. It's just that all my trying never really amounted to much. But how many people really changed the path they started going down when they started out? It's like a fundamental idea of our entire culture, that you can change, that you can do whatever you want. And your problem is what exactly? That nobody's keeping records on how true or untrue that is. Can't move. Okay, so it's still going. Actually, I think they are, but people can't most people can't deal with that kind of hopelessness. Maybe, or maybe they have a way of dealing with it that you just don't know anything about. Do you think I don't know what you keep trying to bring this conversation back around to? I get it. I'm lonely. I'm sad and I'm lonely, and this is why I'm in therapy. Are you happy now? Is this what psychiatrists do? Just keep needling at people until they simplify their problem into something you can write a prescription for? How should I know? You're the one making all of this up. Okay. I'm not even real. You just imagine all of this to try to romanticize being a drain circling nobody. You saw a therapist one time, and he told you to come back when you had real problems. What? Sorry, that makes me really angry. I'm sorry, like, something like that would... The fact that, like, you went to a therapist was, like, recognizing that there was a problem. And then for the therapist saying, come back when you have something real. Like, to that person, those problems are very real. Okay, sorry. Okay. And just like all these other stupid scenarios that you play out in your head, like being a creative writing professor. Oh, God. Okay. No, we're gonna wait for it. Or how cool and melancholy it would be on a talk show. And all of this nonsense. What is it really for? I don't know. it's all to avoid telling yourself that you're nothing, that you're anything more than some fat, booze, sugar, and porn-addicted idiot who wasted every opportunity he ever had. God. Sorry. Like, as somebody who is... as somebody who deals with depression, like, these things are very... okay. It's funny how I was always like this, and yet it got worse at the same time, you know? You live this fucked up type of way, and you just slowly coast deeper and deeper into it, until your whole life is just this weird, paradoxical mix of desperate survival and slowly killing yourself at the same time. To be honest, I completely agree with you. I think you should end it. You think it's either that or live a shitty, terrible life. Other people don't want other people to do it. But whose shoes do they have to live in? What the fuck do they know? If you want to live in all this agony, you go ahead. But stop telling yourself it's because you still think you can do any better, and start admitting that it's actually because you're too scared to do what you know you should. You don't want to inconvenience people. You don't want to make them sad. You want them to remember you as the funny guy to just have around, or to keep wishing you could measure up to some fantasy that you should have grown out of 10 years ago. But you don't have anything to look forward to. It's just going to be the same stupid shit every day for the rest of your goddamn life. So stop wasting my time, go to the roof of the building, and jump off. No. Fine. But someday, you're going to wake up one morning, and even all of the things that pulled you down won't make you feel any better. In fact, you won't feel anything at all. And do you even know why? Because nobody who isn't obligated to, or who isn't pathetic themselves, even fucking cares that you're alive. In the end, nothing you can do will keep that from sinking in. I know. Years go by. No. So hungover. Can't take this anymore. Can't take any of it. This same stupid shit. This fucking alarm clock. I hate this shit. No. Destroy everything in the apartment. The alarm clock shattered, so what? I don't have a goddamn alarm clock in my phone. Fucking VIP inbox. Everything goddamn universe keep anybody from getting goddamn any peace. Like, buy it. Like, I remember I'd have the books I already own. Feel that. Yeah. That fancy chair for me. Fuckhead was off his asshole fucking day. Like, I really, just because of my back. I think I've been popping pills all the time. The rest of the magic of the universe. Like, I can't just lay in my fucking bed all night and... okay. Oh, God. Okay, pretty much. I don't want to keep going right now. All I have to do is destroy everything. You know, the problem with you is not that you're a gutless craven. You can't get off your ass. No. Your problem is that you have too much stuff. Consumer electronics is your problem. The internet is your problem. All these unbelievably entertaining things. You're just hopelessly addicted to all of them. That's why you need to cancel your home internet, cancel your high-definition cable, rip apart your $2,000 gaming PC and throw it in the garbage, and leave yourself with nothing but a bunch of crappy, outdated console systems, because you want to be a different person. A month later, you'll be sitting in your blanked out apartment with nothing to do, and you finally say to yourself, it's time to get out there in the world. I want to meet strangers in cafes, I want to join a new world. But not long after this, you will find yourself playing those crappy, outdated consoles every night and punching yourself for wrecking your own shit. Just because you want to be a different person doesn't mean you wouldn't be able to become one. Sure. Alcoholic is coolness leaving the body. A lot of fat people think they're hot shit because they drink a lot. They know that nobody in a social situation really wants to talk to them, so they hang out with each other and get totally wasted. Sometimes if they're rich or funny, a few people will find them endearing and attractive to speak to. By and large, however, they just get completely annihilated and go home for their current sleepiness. This is on an outsider's perspective. The real reason fat people drink is because it actually makes them feel confident. And confidence to a 300-pound piece of shit is all they ever wanted. You feel levitation, you feel acceptance, and then one day you feel bad enough and you're not drunk. You realize drinking actually makes you feel the way regular people feel all the time. Or you get ridiculously sad and you do stupid shit. Me. Needless to say, this would be a mature, aggressive person switching antidepressants. Well, it's because alcohol is a depressant. Just no. Okay. I kind of want to just end this. Doesn't matter now. Everything here. I just want to make sure I got everything in here. Laptop. Oh god. Tablet. Can't really not be apart from the internet for 5 goddamn minutes. Just walk around with it. Oh, that's everything. Not. I hate when you doing that. You're gonna make. I think I got everything in here. Yes. Take a shower. Calm down. I'm gonna stop drinking. I'm gonna quit this job. I'm gonna stop everything. I'm gonna do anything. Why don't I care anymore? Why don't I care anymore? I don't want to. You say you refuse to be the creature you are and go on living. It sloshes around in your skull like acid, aching from the moment you wake up to the minute you stand still and breathe through the water, to the hours you lay in bed at night, shifting through one piece of your breaking body to another. You say you won't go on, not alone, not like this. You say it isn't human, that it isn't safe. You say it isn't natural to exist in nothing but contemplation of the joy you will never have, however secure you may be for the moment. But too much can be undone by a lost and angry person in a single decision. You say you're tired of the pain and sickness that stole your youth. Say you've had enough of waiting to see what part of your mind or body collapses next. You say you won't submit to the incomprehensible object that all of it is slowly turning you into, a target of awkward silence, false hope, a wedding funeral, family asterisk, some careerist article by some careerist asshole on how society is in full-scale collapse because the government won't pay for your pointless, stupid, unlovable life, if you say so. You say you won't suck off this sad and stupid future. You say you won't take another job just like the one you just lost. You won't buy the next new cell phone, and you won't keep meeting up with the same old people who all do the same old things. You say you won't do it. You swear to God you won't do it. So go on. Say it. Say it to yourself. Get drunk and say it to your friends. Say it to someone you wish cared about you and actually believe that it makes you look romantic instead of ridiculous. Say it on Twitter or Tumblr until it's all that anybody believes about who you are. Say it like the world won't go on without you, or that you have anything to lose but yourself. Say it for the sake of never doing anything until the day comes when everything you said so much about losing is actually lost. The day that everything you said would happen actually happens, and the only choice left is either something worse, the grinding years of living through it without the heart for anything, or nothing at all. When there's nothing left to say, what will you say instead? Sorry, I had realized I haven't been reading this out loud. Someday this whole part of my life will just be a tiny memory. Just go to work. That's a lot of people. Okay, none of you guys are talking. This newspaper on the seat, which is itself on top of an unidentified big stain. Why not? It's gonna go Doom. What did I do? Okay, I accidentally hit a button. Sorry. Now. Okay. Work. I talked to Russell, waiting for her to approve something for a week now. Any worse? Which one of you is Russell? You gotta help me, I can't keep up anymore. So what happened? I went to them and I asked them why they basically handed Russell my promotion. You know what they said? Whatever they said is bullshit. They put Russell in because he's an evil, buck-passing little shithead. Okay. Perfect for their first ever layer of middle management. Don't sweat it. I'll tell you what they told me. They said I need to step it up. So I've been here until 9 every night, stepping it up. But it's impossible, and now Tori's leaving. Who do you think is going to end up with all of her work? Me. Troy, stop. Are you listening to what I'm saying? There's nothing you can do. So it doesn't matter. I'm not as stupid as you think, Evan. You think I don't know what you're saying. Of course I do. But it's easy for you. You've got the luxury of being right. You aren't paying even more for divorce lawyers than you are in child support. It doesn't mean I'm not a waste of your time, man. All I'm saying is that you can't expect that promotion now that Russell's in there. I mean, it's done. He got it, and it's not like they're even around to see how fucked up he is, so I wouldn't count on him losing it. Oh, shit. I don't know if I... No, nobody wants to hire the 23-year-old either. Oh. You do realize that the kind of life which only happened to other people who most of your existence is coming for you, right? Sure, it all makes sense now. Just a graph on a page, just a short-term contract instead of a full-time job. Just a little leaning into what you are otherwise told is a very healthy retirement fund for a person who got paid to tell you that. But someday, someone's going to fire you for the last time. Not because you did anything wrong, not because you ran off to open some goddamn cupcake store. Not even because they actually can't afford to keep you. It will simply be because your life got too complex and expensive for what it was actually worth to anyone but you. If you don't become either rich or in charge of a bunch of people by the time you're 40, you might as well blow your fucking brains out, for all the world will think of you. Even at 35, you'd better still be sexy if you don't even know how all this will come together by the time you're 30. You're already so far behind somebody who does, that I can't see how someone who doesn't would ever catch up. And then, for the sake of our collective sanity, you will be erased. Because nobody can give a fuck about you if you don't exist to give a fuck about. I mean, look at you. You're old. You're bringing down our Friday spirit. You can't drink all night. You aren't fun to look at, and you can't help anybody get ahead with anything. You're upsetting all the 20-somethings who don't even get paid. Don't you think the least we can do is provide them with a workplace that resembles a television show? No offense, but if you have kids who don't get to go to daycare because you didn't marry rich, nobody wants to know about it. If you have some diseases eating you alive because you have no medical coverage, it's better for everybody if you don't say so. If you don't think you can be cheerful, or at least quiet, I hope you know how much we all resent you being here. Because this is not a place that has anything to do with anything but celebration. Celebrating success, striving forward with growth, powering ahead, innovation, and smashing through it with remorseless joie de vivre. Who would seriously consider even being anywhere else? Maybe, just maybe, you used to understand that. Back when you were in some sort of loser cocoon, and was still all bright with your maybes and somedays. But all you do now is remind everyone that nothing lasts forever. And who wants to think about that? Alright, let's go talk to Russell. I have to talk to everybody. I don't want to talk to everybody. After they made Russell general manager, he fired Natasha because he said she couldn't speak English. He simply replaced her with somebody who refused to. And of course, you can't see where all of this is headed. I figure they've already at least made out. The only job she's actually doing here is telling him that everything that she thinks we're saying about it. Not that we aren't saying it. Tori. Let's hand off our engagement trip tomorrow. And then I start the new job as soon as I get back. Oh, Tori got a new job. We were really a team on that. I know the client liked to see us together. They'll understand it's just a job. They'll forget about us before you know it. But all this time, that's not what I wanted. I know it isn't. I didn't see you out last night. We should get a drink after work. I mean, we should all go. I don't think it's a good idea. Anyway, you're a really talented guy, so good luck, Evan. If love exists in the ability to make another person happy, then how can someone who can't make anybody happy ever really be in love? How do you tell someone who asks why you never do anything that the reason is that you can feel your bones grinding together when you walk? How do you tell someone who asks why you're so tired that you can't sleep without pain? How do you tell someone who only smiles at you when you make them laugh that there's so much more you want to say? How can you look at photos on her desk of someone giving her everything she wants and not be thankful that somebody can? How sick have you become that you don't even realize that not everything is about you? If love exists in the ability to make another person happy, how can someone who can't make anybody happy ever really be in love? If love exists in the ability to make another person happy, How can someone who can't make anybody happy ever really be in love? How? Alright, Jackie. I texted you last night. I didn't get it. Were you alright? I didn't get your message. I didn't get home until 10, and then I passed out. You know what? I thought we agreed that the whole thing was just stupid. That it was just whatever. It's 9:30 in the morning. Is this really the time or place you want to talk about this? I don't believe for a second that you ever cared about me at all. People look at you and me and think we're the same. They don't even know how right they are. They don't know how much we both wish we could actually be in love. They don't know how we both grew up and thought our lives would be real, that we would get married and talk retirement and read in bed while footsteps crept down our hallways. They don't know how disgusting we feel when we're together, rubbing all over each other while you regret it and I'm trying to think of somebody else. They don't know how reluctantly it starts and all indifferent and tiresome. They don't know how stupid we feel when the night wears off, the sun comes up, and we're just lying there, burning off whatever residual intimacy is still hanging in the air as a way of trying to make it all less awkward. Shitty kisses and dragging blankets twisted into each other like sinking life jackets, literally hugging with regret. I'm so sorry. They probably think we talk it out. They imagine some type of light crystallizes between us, that we start to believe something beautiful within ourselves because it has to exist if somebody else can see it. And they do that because we love the story more than anything, don't we? The idea that we can transcend our ugliness, the sheer force of honesty, that we can magically transform into a writhing pile of fat, desperate bodies with the power to fucking suck the complete bullshit out of each other. Because that will be the thing that sets us free from wanting someone that we actually want. Because that will be the thing that will make all the mistakes we've made just a part of something that was meant to be. Because we are so horrific that what we really want is for someone not to love us, not to need us, but to forgive us for being so wretched. They really think that, and why not? After all, it's the only way that everybody might actually have a chance. Except they don't, and I don't, and you don't, and we don't. So stop looking at me like you didn't know what this was. Can I talk to you now? Alright, let's talk to Russell. I thought I told you to come back later, bro. I got shit to do. We gotta talk about multiple projects. Did your email go down again? You gotta get that fixed right away. Nobody knows why you aren't writing them back. Don't tell me what to do. You thought I was too small time for you to hook me up with your brother. Don't think I don't remember it. I bet you feel stupid now, huh? Guess I'm not too small time to be your boss. You ever think maybe I did tell him about you and that he's the one who thought you were too small time? I'm watching you. You step it up out there, you're going down. Do me a favor, just keeping you on. You think I can't get somebody for 2/3 your salary? Use half of that to save the company a little money, and the other half onto my salary. Being such a good manager. Asshole. How do you figure any of that money is going to exist in the first place without us doing the actual work? Is that business too? By the time we sell this shit, we're moving on anyways. Doesn't matter who's satisfied or not with some top sales guy like me. We just keep rolling. That's your big plan? What is satisfaction anyways? Not like something we do actually does anything help. You want to have it both ways. I'm a hero, but ain't like that. Language on this guy. I swear, I don't even curse that much. Punch him, punch him, punch him. Oh, she's definitely okay. It's not a huge thing. Everybody knows. I quit. I do cool shit on the weekends while you're killing yourself for some job that you just quit over nothing. I'm living life while you're wasting years wishing it was something else. How am I fucked up? Wow. Oh, and we're back to this. Okay. How does it feel to be completely worthless? To know that everything you've ever worked on is completely stupid and that all you've ever done is hurt people? Stop talking to me. Because you want things from them even though you're disgusting and completely kidding yourself if you think any respectable person would have anything to do with you. I told you stop talking to me. And then, even when you find people who don't think you're disgusting, you're just a liar. Right. You're too weak to take responsibility for any of it. You'd rather just lay in bed, unemployed, with no friends, lying to your family about how everything's alright. Just walling yourself off into a corner until everyone forgets about you. Then maybe you figure you'll get the courage to end all of this nonsense. Admit to yourself that you're done. And please, make no mistake about it. You are done. You missed your shot. Everything has moved on without you. You could have studied in school and actually done something meaningful with your life. But no, always too lazy. Always another video game to go out and buy. No self-control, no self-respect, no nothing. Always another reason, always something else. You're a bad person. You don't deserve to live. You know this. That's why you're in all this pain. I can't change that. No, but you can stop it. There's nothing. Oh, you're not making me do this. You're not giving me any other options. No. You're not giving me a choice, I thought. Like, I knew this was gonna happen. I don't want to press that button. I knew when I started this game, and when they mentioned the whole roof thing at the very beginning, I knew this was gonna happen. Could only go to the roof. Never felt the wind like this before. Makes me feel completely outside of my body. There's a part of me that doesn't want to do this, then don't do it. I've never heard it so softly. You're not giving me any other choice, are you? Because all I really want to say to everyone is, yeah. You know, because it all just goes on, doesn't it? If I did it today, if I did it tomorrow, if I waited another 10 years, going through the same motions, with nothing going on except the things getting worse, what would the difference even be? Your family dies, the world falls apart, the rich get richer, the ugly stay ugly. It all gets faster and harder until we can't remember what we used to be. And so what if it does? So what if we do? I'm never going going to get what I want, and it's too late to ever become the person I wanted to be. If it was ever really possible at all. And I may not be a person who has courage. I might be the biggest opposite of that in the world, but I can find a moment. Maybe I could have found some better ones, but it doesn't matter now. You're not gonna let me do anything else, are you? What does it mean to be an impossible person? To be someone who could not ever have ever been happy? How could it mean anything? There are things we will never make sense of, no matter how hard we try. Oh, God. When I try to think of how things could have been different, I feel like so many things come to mind that I can't even think of anything. I just picture myself being happy, laughing with somebody else, but I can't actually imagine why it would have happened like that. I feel like I should say something here, something profound or interesting, some type of summation of my life or something I've learned, but I can't. It was all worthless and selfish, and I never loved anyone or anything. All I ever did was want to. It was nothing. Everything I've been and done has been for nothing. And as I turn around to look back, I feel relieved that nobody is there. There isn't anybody standing there who has no choice but pretend to care. But it feels good. I feel an unbelievable burden come off my shoulders. I feel lighter than I have in years, like I can finally stop fighting. Like I can fly. I was right about everything. I was right about everything. Wow. Wow. Uh, wow. I mean, I knew something like that was gonna happen. Um, at the end, just because of the whole idea of it. Um, I thought you would have a choice. I thought that maybe the whole shower thing kind of like, okay, you just gotta forget about it, move on. Like, oh, okay, you're just gonna go to work and keep doing this. Like, just keep moving forward, and just everything went bad. It's gonna take me a while to finish, like, comprehending everything, or processing everything. Wow. It was a really good game. I really like the like art style bits. I like the pictures and such. Really pretty. Um, Very interesting story. The patient transcripts were really interesting. And then you find out that it was, it's all in his head. Is really interesting. It's a really interesting concept. Um, also the whole thing of these created scenarios in your head. Because that's something that I've done since I was young. I've had these just created scenarios in my head of like, oh, I'm gonna do this thing or whatever, and I kind of had this whole like plan, like it's something that's real, and within my grasp. It's something I've done for a very long time, and I've just kind of accepted that that's something that I do. But then that was all in his head, and then when it twists and it goes from being like, okay, why are you like this? Trying to really figure out why he does the things that he does, to finally the doctor in the scenario basically saying like, no, you're right. You know what? Fine. If you're gonna keep doing this, you're right. You're worth nothing. You should just be done. And having that. I was not expecting that. I was really not expecting that. And I think it's really interesting. Yeah? Okay. Got something popping up over my corner. Oh, it's a achievement unlocked. Which is fine. It's a Steam achievement thing popping up. We'll deal with that later. But kind of having this that was definitely interesting to look at. Sorry, I'm still trying to process everything. That was a lot. Even just in the past like 20 minutes, the last like 20 minutes. I don't know how long I've been recording this. Like just kind of that ending. I really thought it was going to be over. Just go to work and then just kind of move on. But wow, that was actually really good. I did enjoy that. A little over an hour, probably about an hour and a half total in this game. So, anyway, this game is available on Steam, and you should go ahead and play it for yourself. Not really. It's kind of one track. I feel like you could probably make a couple of like little adjustments and stuff. And also, I didn't, click everything at some points. And I did kind of speed through some things at some points. Just because I just wanted to move on. It's really interesting. I'm curious as to what would happen if you gone up to the roof at that first point instead of taking the shower. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, this a really good game. I did enjoy that. As somebody who's in my mid-20s, I'm literally about to turn 26 next week. When I'm recording this next week, I don't know when this will actually be posted. I'm about to turn 26. It was really, it kind of hits. I don't know if it would hit with somebody who's as much with somebody who's, maybe like a teenager. Just because they haven't been, kind of out working and, kind of dealing with life. But as, somebody in my mid-20s, like, really interesting. But yeah, if you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you want to see any more of what I'm doing, go ahead and click subscribe. And I will catch you guys soon. All right, bye.